In the black hush beneath the sunlit world, where the last color drains from the water and even light forgets its way, there drifts a creature so strange, so ancient, that sailors who glimpsed its cousins in fossil rock once mistook it for a monster conjured by nightmare rather than nature. This is the realm of the goblin shark, a being that has haunted the deep for over 100 million years, largely unchanged, as though time itself declined to touch it. To understand the goblin shark is to understand patience. Up above, where sunlight still warms the surface, life moves quickly, hunted and hunter locked in bright, frantic dances. But down here, in the twilight, and then the true dark, the rules are different. Here, energy is precious, movement is a gamble. And so the goblin shark has become a master not of speed, but of stillness, a ghost gliding through the abyss, conserving itself for the one moment that matters. Its body alone unsettles those who see it, pale, almost translucent, tinged with a pink that comes not from pigment, but from blood vessels visible just beneath papery skin. Some call it beautiful, most call it grotesque. It moves slowly, almost lazily, its long, flat snout stretched out before it like a blade, not for cutting, but for sensing. That snout is no ordinary feature. It is studded with thousands of microscopic organs called the ampullae of Lorenzini, capable of detecting the faintest electrical pulse given off by another living creature. In water this dark, sight is nearly useless, so the goblin shark has traded eyes for something more intimate, the ability to feel life itself, pulsing invisibly in the black. And it waits. It drifts through the abyssal silence, sensing more than seeing, patient as stone, until somewhere nearby a shrimp twitches, a small fish flicks its tail, unaware that the darkness around it is alive with attention. This is the moment 300 years of naturalists could barely explain, the moment that, when first captured on film in the deep sea, left researchers stunned into silence. For the goblin shark does not simply open its mouth to feed, it unleashes it. In a fraction of a second, faster than the human eye can properly register, its jaw detaches from its skull and shoots forward, propelled by specialized ligaments acting like a slingshot drawn taut for 100 million years and finally released. The jaw extends outward, almost separate from the body, lined with thin, needle-like teeth built not to chew, but to snag and hold. It is, in essence, a mouth that leaps out to seize its prey before the prey even understands that danger has arrived. Scientists who study this mechanism still marvel at its efficiency, an adaptation so specialized that nothing else in the shark world quite matches it. Some have likened it to a face-hugger from science fiction, though nature designed this horror long before any storyteller dreamed it up. And then, just as suddenly, it is over. The jaw snaps back into place, prey secured, and the goblin shark resumes its slow, ghostly drift, as if the violence of an instant ago had never happened at all. There is no chase, no thrashing struggle, just stillness, then a flash of horror, then stillness again, the rhythm of a predator who has learned that in the deep sea, patience is the deadliest weapon of all. For centuries, this creature was little more than myth and misunderstanding. Its name, in fact, is often traced to a translation from Japanese fishermen who first pulled strange specimens up from deep waters off the coast of Japan in the late 1800s, describing something so unfamiliar that goblin felt like the only fitting word. For a long time, scientists knew the species only through such rare, accidental catches, fragments of a creature that seemed to belong more to folklore than biology. It wasn't until manned submersibles and remote cameras began probing the deep-sea trenches that humanity finally witnessed the goblin shark, not as a curiosity pulled from the depths, but as it truly lives, patient, spectral, perfectly adapted to a world without light. What makes this creature so remarkable isn't just its strange anatomy, but what it represents. The goblin shark is often called a living fossil, a survivor from an ancient lineage of sharks that has otherwise vanished from the earth. While countless species have evolved, adapted, or gone extinct across geological ages, this one simply endured, as though the extending jaw, the electrosensitive snout, the ghost-pale body were already perfect the moment they emerged, needing no further refinement across millions of years. There is something almost humbling in that thought. While the surface world above churns through ice ages and continents drifting, through the rise and fall of countless species, the goblin shark has remained in its own private darkness, doing what it has always done, waiting, sensing, striking, retreating, waiting again, untouched by time, undisturbed by the noise of evolution's endless experimentation. And perhaps that is the deeper truth hidden in the story of this strange, misunderstood predator. The ocean's abyss is not empty. It is not lifeless simply because it lacks the light we associate with vitality. It is instead a world operating on its own ancient rhythm, one where the greatest predators are not the fastest or the loudest, but the ones who understand stillness, patience, and the perfect, singular moment to strike. Somewhere below us, right now, in a place no sunlight has ever touched, a pale shape drifts silently through the black, sensing, waiting, ancient beyond memory. The ocean keeps its oldest secrets well, and the goblin shark, ghost of the deep, remains one of the last living proof that the darkest places on earth may hold its most patient survivors.